Hey, what's up? I have a message for you. The message is, if it sounds good, it is good. Now, what I mean by this is there are no rules in music, as much as I try and tell you there are. I hope I don't come off that way. I like to talk about music theory, I like to give you tips and tricks and licks and all that good stuff, but in the end, there are no rules, there's no confining your creation to anything except your imagination, which should be infinite. So, I am here to tell you that if something sounds good to you, then it is good. You don't have to know the major scale, you don't have to know harmonic minor, melodic minor, the gypsy scale, the Japanese scale, blah 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 blah. You don't have to know any of that stuff. The most important thing you can do is use your ear. Listen to music and then play along with it, or create your own music and play along with it. Make the sounds in your head come out. There is no formula for pleasing every single person on the planet. Trust me on that one. So what you have to do is first please yourself. You know what I'm saying. Hey, don't get dirty. Make music that sounds good to you first, and then you can get into the whole, I wonder what I could do to make this more appealing, but really that's icing on the cake. You need to make the cake first. And the thing about cake is food, and food is either good or bad, usually. But music can't give you food poisoning. It can only give you ear poisoning, which isn't nearly as bad, trust me. So I think that in order for you to get out of any creative rut that you ever find yourself in, just sit down, strum a chord, and play something. It doesn't matter what it is, it doesn't matter what you're thinking, just play something, and if it sounds good, then it is good, and you have emerged from your creative rut. The reason this is important is because I find myself in creative ditches from time to time that I have to dig myself out of, and the 100% effective solution to digging my way out of that cavernous abyss is playing music that I'm not thinking about. Throwing on a backing track, strumming a chord on a looper, and just playing. And usually that is when I abandon my tendencies. You know, we all have those go-to licks. It's at times like these when I abandon all of that and I just play weird, wacky stuff. And then by the end of that session, I finally discover I'm out of the creative rut. I'm no longer held down by whatever mysterious, non-existent force was holding me down. And all I had to do was stop thinking about what to play and what would sound good and just play. And guess what? It sounded good. So it was good. I know this is kind of an ambiguous subject and may or may not make sense to everyone, but it makes sense to me. So it does make sense? Following the logic of this video, that would be correct. I'm gonna play some guitar now. I hope this message finds you well, my friends. See you next time.